Hi, and welcome to the Sit Down with Suzanne podcast. I am your host, Suzanne. Well, who am I? I'm a author, a life coach, a minister, a motivational speaker, and a leader with over 20 odd years of experience leading multi-million dollar corporations. And I am here for your listening pleasure. For my first time listeners, welcome to the show. Stick around. And for all my returning listeners, I thank you for every like, for every subscription, for every share, for every review. Thank you for showing up every time there's a new episode. So today's episode is going to be very short, and y'all know I'm not known for being short, but I'm going to do my best. And I've been talking a lot about self-care, and this one is just going to be talking about my self-care journey right now. So I have had a couple of conversations because I do try to connect with folks in regards to me just living life, and everybody says to me like, I see you out there living your best life and things like that. And you don't need a lot of money to live your best lives. You really don't. And I'm not saying that I'm very well employed and I make good money, and so does my husband. So I do recognize that we do have a 2-income household. But Lord, we still got bills, right? And I think everybody is in a different place where they are financially. But, and I've always focused on family and ensuring that, we're happy and that we're good and that we laugh. I love to laugh. And a lot of the pictures that my husband takes, actually, I'll share some of the ones that I'm laughing on social media. So if you're not following me on social media, it's Positively Suzanne on Instagram, on Facebook, and actually on Twitter also. But I'm laughing out loud. Like I have to a lot of times don't share it because like you could see all the way back to my feeling when I was a kid, right? But I love to laugh. So my self-care journey now, and I did an episode about self-care the other day, but I think self-care is so important when you look at what's happening in the world, when you look at, folks really talking about taking care of their mental health. Naomi Osaka the other day mentioned that, she was pulling out of the French Open and not everybody, I should say. There was a lot of people attacking her and things like that. But shame on you for, ridiculing someone for prioritizing their mental health. It's so important. And for me, self-care has even heightened for me even more because I really truly ensure that, I am taking care of me. And I've shared with you guys the things that I've done to take care of myself and, my family, but truly to take care of me, my self-care. Y'all know about my tea fetish. I love a teapot and a good cup of tea, just sitting down. I can curl up and not be doing anything, but just sipping some tea or curling up and reading a book and sipping some tea. So a couple of people have asked me, because based on my social media posts, I've been going away. So my kids were doing homeschool. They, during 2020 when school reopened, it was online. We did have that version. The school did make the decision sometime this year in the spring to go back to school full time. My husband and I discussed it, and we made the decision to continue with homeschooling for the kids. And we were very blessed that we were able to afford to have them be home, have them be safe and secure, have access to computers and internet and things like that, and someone with them. So we were very blessed in that regards. I know a lot of people did not have that opportunity, so I'm just praying that they were able to work it out. So the kids were home all the time. Dad and I were working. So here we were working nonstop. And then when we came home, like on our days off, we do have to do the things that mom and dad do, housework, yard work, and things like that. So earlier this year, I made a decision to every month go away one weekend. Now, like I said, everybody's finances is different, but I'm also very savvy. I'm not going to go nutso. I researched where I wanted to go, and I found Maine. So I'm going to tell you all my secrets. Maine is beautiful. The coastline is beautiful. There's so many different coastal towns, the sights, just wonderful, beautiful. There are some very expensive areas in Maine, like Bar Harbor. By the way, we checked it out. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So, and it's funny, how I know about Bar Harbor? I think it was Martin Scorsese. I can't remember if it was him. I saw him in a picture relaxing at his vacation home. It was some director I saw relaxing in his vacation home in Bar Harbor. And I'm like, yes, I should be there. Anyway, So I decided, and I talked to my husband. I'm like, you know what? We work hard. The kids work hard. I will plan in advance. I will research. I will use my Holiday Inn points. I will use my Marriott Bonvoy points, my Hilton honors. I will search for deals, book as far in advance as possible, and go to these places and just will go away for a couple of days, spend the time, away from the electronics, outside of the home. And the beauty was that we were able to just be outside and walk around, explore. It wasn't any places where there are malls and stuff like that. We did go when we went to Portland, Maine. We did go into a mall. We didn't stay very long in the mall because we just really wanted to be outside. We were finally opening up. We still wore our mask and was being safe. But we just wanted to get away. And I'm telling you, it was beautiful. And a few people have asked me about, like, how do you afford it? So like I mentioned, I do search for deals. I try to book as far in advance as possible. So I use IHG Reward. I use Marriott Bonvoy Rewards. I use Hilton Honors, and I'm going to sign up for something and look for deals and things like that. And I won't go somewhere on the holiday that's expensive, because sometimes, like a July 4th weekend, it's more expensive. So I'll probably do 2 weekends before or after July 4th. And we have been able to go away, choose a different town in Maine, because there's so many. We did Bar Harbor, we did Portland, we did Kennebunkport, we did Newport, Rhode Island. So every month we pick a place, we go, and it was fantastic. Before I go, we're going away, and you know me, I bring my sheets, my towels, my blankets, all of that. I bring a lot of snack for the kids, because kids be eating, and bring our water, because those are things that I could save on expenses. We bring water, snacks, and things like that. We do choose, and we try to enjoy the local fare. So we'll go to a local restaurant. We'll go to those little ice cream place. I love homemade ice cream. Oh, just love it, love it, love it. But the reason why we do bring the snacks and all that, because we want to, enjoy the dinner, and it's not cheap. And, so we'll choose to, we don't typically go out for breakfast, because I think you could save on breakfast and go out and have a nice lunch and a dinner. And the kids honestly just waste breakfast. So we'll bring things for breakfast. We'll do coffee, tea, and, they do those little Entenmann's mini muffins and things like that. I'll bring, because I love my protein bars and things like that. So I do enjoy nice things, but I also know how to save. So that's what I'm going to tell you. You can go out, you can go away. Maybe you won't do it every weekend like me, but not every weekend. No. Every month like me, but you can plan ahead. You can be strategic. You can save. You can eliminate some things, because most times a bottle of water is like $3. So we bring a whole case of water, right? And we bring it to the hotel room. There's always a refrigerator. We can put the water in there. And we just really spend time with each other as a family. I will say, a lot of the places that we went in Maine, we did not swim, because that water is still cold. And even now, we just went away a couple in June. I had a vacation in June. We went away, and yeah, the water was cold, so I will not swim. But listen, life is so short. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that enjoy every moment. Every time I look at the news, there's something there are good things too, but there's so much happening in the world. And I want to seize every moment. I want to live every joy. I want to laugh out loud. I want to cry. I want to dance. I want to shout. I just want to live the abundant life that God came and died for, so that we can have it. And when I spoke to my husband, he was fully on board with it, just getting out of the house and escaping. So you don't have to make it too expensive, but you can absolutely get creative. There's so many different podcasts and different websites and stuff like that that gives you tips and tricks on how to save and how to make the best of things. Research, do your research and do that and go out and live and enjoy. So that is my self-care journey happening now, that every month we're going to go away for a weekend as a family, and we are going to absorb the local culture, the local cuisine. For me, the best moment, one of the best moment, is buying homemade ice cream, different flavors, and just enjoying it. So that's my self-love journey. I told you that it was going to be short. So find that for you. And I know you're like, okay, Suzanne, you have done a lot of episodes about self-care, because it's that important. I want you to take care of you. So find that self-care journey that is for you. Go out there, do it. Do it. Do it now and write and tell me about it. I have something that I'm working on in the fall. I'm praying that it goes through. If it does go through in the fall, I could talk about it. But for now, self-care, baby, is where it's at. So that is my current self-care journey. I hope that as you are looking for ways to build your self-care, you make sure that this is something that, hey, don't go into debt because of it. Absolutely not. Because you don't want to be doing self-care and be stressed out because of it. But absolutely focus on you and have the time of your life. So I promised that it was going to be short. I'm going to encourage you to listen to me on Amazon, Apple, Pandora, Spotify, Tuner, all of that, Google Podcasts. Go ahead, subscribe, share, write a review, send me an email at Suzanne@positivelysuzanne.com. And until next time, this is Suzanne signing off.